Marvel, 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 Marvel. What are you doing, man? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ADiktion TV. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. You know I am. It's Monday Fun Day. I'll be turning up at some point today, you know what I'm saying? But here we are back again with a new video, and today's video is my spoiler-free review for Marvel Studios' Black Widow. Black Widow stars, of course, Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and Rachel Weisz. You guys know I love the MCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is my shit. Most of the movies are pretty good, some way better than others. And we've been waiting for this movie for over a year. This thing's been pushed back I don't know how many times, man. It's got to be at least 2 or 3. We were supposed to get it last year in May, and then the pandemic hit, and it was like, oh man. So we don't know when we're going to be seeing Black Widow. Before I tell you guys how I really feel about this movie, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Of course, Scarlett Johansson is great in the film. She's always great, you know. She's always played the role of Natasha Romanoff really well. She's been in the MCU almost as long as Robert Downey Jr., you know what I'm saying? And it was sad to see her go in Avengers Endgame. You know, we've grown to love this character, and we've been waiting on this movie for so long. And Florence Pugh, she made this movie. For me, personally, no offense to Scarlett Johansson. Of course, Scarlett Johansson killed it. But Florence Pugh's performance in this she hit the nail on the head in this movie. She was funny. You felt for her character. And of course, she plays Natasha Romanoff's sister. You really felt for this character. You felt sorry for her. She was funny. I have quite a few problems with the movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually really enjoyed it, but it does have problems. No movie is perfect, especially in the MCU. We'll go ahead and discuss some of the things that I really didn't like about this movie without spoiling anything, and then we'll talk about some of the things that I actually did like. One thing that I really didn't like, for an MCU movie, the CGI was not that great. It just wasn't there. You know what I mean? And the villain, there is a problem with the villain in this movie. And I'm not going to tell you what. You guys will see for yourselves. But, you know, Marvel Studios, they have a lot of villain problems in their movies. You know what I mean? They underuse a lot of villains, and they don't give them, like, the full potential that they have in the comics and in the video games. So the villain was a little bit of a problem for me. Another problem that I had with this movie was the pacing. It was like, it seemed like it was going by fast, but then at the same time, it seemed slow at parts, but then it seemed like, phew, way too fast. But a few of the things that I did like and that I did enjoy is, yes, I'm happy that we finally actually got a Black Widow movie. We got to learn more about the character. We got to learn more about her past and her childhood. And I will say the opening of this movie is actually pretty dope. And it's acted out very, very well. And I love the score in this movie, and I love the song choices. I was in the theater jamming, you know what I'm saying? Performances were fine. And David Harbour as the Red Guardian, I thought that was really dope, and the dude is freaking hilarious, man. I wish his character was more developed in this movie, but I'm telling you, if Red Guardian ever gets his own solo movie or his own Disney Plus series, it's going to be freaking hilarious. Like, that dude had me rolling the whole time. And that's one reason people really don't like this. Like, people were hating on this movie because they're like, well, it's too funny. It's a Marvel movie. There's going to be jokes. You know what I mean? But I think this movie doesn't deserve as much hate as it's getting. I'm seeing a lot of hate, and I don't think it's bad enough to where people need to, like, there's people that's upset out there. There's people trashing this movie. And that's going to be a video coming later this week. It's my next one, not my next video. My next video is going to be Fear Street 1978. I got another video coming called Black Widow Rant. And it's just, you know, I'm going to talk and discuss about, like, the reasons why I think people don't need to be hating on it so much. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it. I personally liked it, but I do have problems with it. But man, there's people out there really hating on this movie. Oh, but by the way, the fight scenes, the hand-to-hand combat is really dope. I really enjoyed that. Um, Sadly, some of the fight scenes are like short, but they're done very well and they look badass. But overall, I enjoyed it. I think it was decent enough to add to my MCU collection when it hits Blu-ray. I mean, I'm collecting them all, so why not? I don't think it's a movie that I'm just gonna leave out. You know, I own some of the ones I don't really care for. But that's how I feel about Marvel Studios' Black Widow. Did you guys like it? Have you seen it yet? Did you love it? Did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, coming at you from ADiktion TV.